Right now to matters education, the second last cohort of the 844 Class 8 pupils from Monday began joining various secondary schools for Form 1 admission. More than 800,000 Form 1 students will be admitted to secondary school this week as 30,000 newly hired teachers also report. Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Mashogu has instructed secondary school heads not to turn away any child who turns up for admission for lack of fees or other requirements. The CS says the government has already disbursed the money for the tuition needs of secondary school children. He spoke as he oversaw the start of the admission of Form 1 students to secondary school taking place all over the country. Parents enrolling children in Form 1 have decried tough demands and hiked prices of school items as learners report for the first term of secondary education.
This is Mr. Aria Edwin, Principal, Luanditi DB Secondary School. As of now, so far, we have admitted 170 Form 1s, and we still expect from the number that was allocated to us, 550, we still expect around 380. That shows that the parents have a lot of confidence in this school, and it is now a challenge to us to see how we can mold these young learners to be people.
Kwa majina anaitwa Evelyn Walubengo. Niliingia hapa mwendo wa saa 2:30 na nikapata foleni ni refu zaidi. Tuko na idadi ya wanafunzi zaidi ya 100 na mahitaji ambayo wanahitaji ni rimu pepa 2, uwe na school fees shilingi 7,100, na pia mwanafunzi awe na sare kamili na awe na vitabu 13. Na hayo imekuwa changamoto kwangu maana sikuwa na hizo fedha zote, nimekuwa na shilingi 4,000.
They now fear that the cost of education could make some parents unable to educate their children if the Ministry of Education does not intervene.
Kwa hivyo ningeomba tu wanaohusika na idara ya elimu waongee na walimu wakuu wa shule waweze kutuelewa, maana hali ya ukame imetuingilia pamoja na mambo na lishe nyumbani pia ni ngumu. Sasa imekuwa ngumu sasa kwa sisi wazazi. Kwa hivyo tungependa tu kama idara ya elimu, mkuu wa elimu Machogu kama anasikia mahali alipo, atushughulikie, aongee na hao walimu wakuu ili waweze kukubali kidogo ambacho tuko nacho.
Naitwa Bernard Wamanga, mwalimu mkuu wa shule ya upili ya Kivaiwa. Leo ni siku ambayo tunawasajili wanafunzi wa darasa kwanza. Tumetarajia wanafunzi zaidi ya 500 kuweza kusajiliwa kati ya leo tarehe 6 mwezi wa pili na tarehe 16 mwezi wa pili. Wazazi wamekuja na kote tu katika vidato vyote. Unapata changamoto ambayo tunakutana nayo ni mambo ya karo. Wengi hawana karo inayokamilisha muhula huu, na tunazungumza nao ili tuweze kuona wanaweza lipaje kuikamilisha.
Monday, February 6th, being the official admission day, parents and learners trooped their selected schools across the country for admission.
I'm Frederick Opio, the principal of St. Joseph's Kocholia Secondary School in Teso North Sub-County. This is a county school. I'm also the treasurer of KESHA, Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association in Teso North. This school has been growing over the last few years. The population was less than 200 7 years ago, but today we are at about 800 students, because we are expecting 200 Form 1s to join us. Once they come, we will have 800 students.
The admission goes on from 6th up to 13th, that is Monday next week. It is my hope that come Monday, the 550 that we allocated shall have reported, as well as those ones that requested. Though from the placement, there's one challenge, because when I go through the list that we printed from the NEMIS, we noted that we are given learners as far as Quisero in sub-county.
Yeah, we are in the process and progressing in admitting our Form 1s, and we are happy that actually the response has been quite positive and quite overwhelming, because already we have 300 plus Form 1s who have already been enrolled in the school. And in the progress, I think I don't think we really have a very huge problem, because the classrooms that were supposed to be for junior secondary schools are in place, and I believe those classes will take care of the big number that has come in, because we have about...
The government of Kenya is pushing for 100% transition of all learners who sat for their KCPE examinations, having placed all the 1.2 million candidates into their respective secondary schools, regardless of the marks they scored.
Transition from primary to secondary school is 1,268,000, because we are talking of 100% transition.
Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu directed all secondary schools to allow Form 1 students to report with uniforms they used in primary schools.
And we are asking the parents that no child should be able to remain at home, that he or she has not been able to get admission in one of our secondary schools, because we have enough vacancies, we have enough places, such that each and every pupil who did his KCPE should be able to get a place, and they have gotten places.
Speaking at St. George's Girls High School in Nairobi, Machogu warned principals against pushing parents to buy uniforms during admission.
Tunachukua uniform hapa shuleni. Tumelipa only 6,000. Uniform anapewa pesa 2. Kuliko katika shule zingine unaambiwa enda nje, unapata wale ni mabroka, watu wanalipa uniform karibu 11,000. Naweza toa mfano hizo mashule. Go to a school like St. Peter's. Wamepatiana watu nje. Na wale watu wamepoa nje, wananyanyasa wazazi kabisa. Unapata uniform pea 2 unauzwa 11,000. Lakini hapa nilikuwa surprise kupata kwamba I paid only 6,000. Mtoto wangu amepoa kila kitu double. Shati double, sweater double, tie double, trouser double, PE. Zote amepewa.
He instructed the school heads to make arrangements with the caregivers on how they can buy the uniforms in the course of the term instead of sending students home.
Kwa sababu mimi ni mzazi pale St. Peter's Boys High School, ningeliomba pia serikali iangalie kwamba badala ya kupatia watu wale brokers, wale middlemen kutunyanyasa upande ya uniform, ni heri hawa wachukue jukumu la kutupatianga sera za uniform wapi kule shule.
The CS also dismissed reports that the government had increased school fees for the new academic year. He added that the Ministry of Education provided parents with flexible payments plans.